Thinking of making a move to Riverview, Florida? I'm going to give you some things to know before you make that move. Remember the old saying, you don't know what you don't know. So let's get into it. Okay, so here is Riverview. And if you were looking at like where downtown Tampa is compared to Riverview, downtown Tampa is about 20 minutes away. Brandon's about 15, 20 minutes away, kind of along the same line. You're very close to the Bloomingdale area, which is South Brandon, and you're very close to Fishhawk. And then if you were to head a little bit further south, you get into Apollo Beach, Ruskin, and then as you get further south, you get into Bradenton, and then eventually Sarasota. And so that's really where you're looking at as far as Riverview goes. Now there are some things to look at if you are a avid boater, avid fisherman. There's some places here that you're going to want to know about. One of them is E.G. Simmons Park. Okay. Now E.G. Simmons Park is a great park. I've been there with the family numerous times. It's a great place to go fishing. If you have a boat, they have a ton of boat slips, and I'll show you right here. So those are the boat slips there. You've got all kinds of pavilions and whatnot. And if you go down, and I'm going to try not to make you guys sick, but if you go down the main road, on both sides most of the time, you're going to find little outlets like this where you can just set up and fish. And so if you just want to go out there, put a line in the water, and enjoy the day, whether you have a boat or not. I mean, we've gone out and just wade fish through some of this. We've also gone out and taken kayaks there. So it's just a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. Hey folks, if you're new to the channel, my name is Vince Reina. I'm a local real estate agent right here in Central Florida. If you're looking at buying or selling, go ahead and connect with me. You can just go to www.talkwithvince.com and book a phone consult. I will be more than happy to sit down and walk you through any questions you have and do a phone consult to help you understand the best way to make moving to Central Florida a little bit easier. Okay, so the first thing that we want to look at is traffic and congestion. Since COVID, we've had so many people move into the area. There's really, it's causing a lot of problems when it comes to the infrastructure. It's not everywhere, but in certain places, you've just got a lot more traffic. You've had so many new home communities going up and so much stuff happening that they haven't really gotten ahead of it yet. And so you really need to think about that in terms of your commute to work. I know on the map I showed you how far downtown was and how far some of the other things around there were. And so you need to be thinking about that because, as you start looking at Riverview as a place for you to get away from all of the hustle and bustle, you don't want to be in a situation where the hustle and bustle follows you to Riverview. Hurricanes and flooding can be a major issue at certain times of the year with Riverview because of how close it is to the coast. And that's something else you want to be thinking about. The further inland you are, the better off you're going to be. Whatever home you purchase, make sure that it's well maintained, good roof, good exterior. All of those things are going to help, but also make sure you're not in a flood zone. And Riverview has a lot of flood zones. When it comes to jobs, job opportunities, places where you can work locally, you're going to have some limitations. There's retail jobs, there's restaurant-oriented jobs, but for anything else, you're probably going to end up in Tampa, Plant City, Brandon, places like that. And if you're looking at part-time work, if you're looking at just doing something, maybe you're retired, Riverview is fine. You can find plenty of stuff to do there. There may not be as many job opportunities there as there would be in, say, Brandon, Plant City, or Tampa, but you can probably find something. Just don't think that they're going to be jobs everywhere. So in keeping with our very first point, flood insurance and HOA fees have increased exponentially since the last hurricanes. And so that's something that you really want to be paying attention to between property taxes, flood insurance, and HOA fees, which some of the HOA fees can go up over four or $500 a month. And some of them have CDD fees on top of that. You really want to make sure that you know exactly what's going on in that community and what you can expect. As far as hospitals go, you've got two top tier hospitals. You've got St. Joseph's South and Advent Health. Now, if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that I am a big proponent of Advent. I think Advent is a great hospital, but St. Joseph's is not a bad hospital either. Advent is just a hospital that I've dealt with before because of my wife and everything that went on with her cancer and because of some situations that I had myself. And I know how good they are. But both of them are top tier hospitals. And if you're worried about being close to medical care, they're fantastic options for you. For you folks that are really into outdoor activities, I already showed you on the map E.G. Simmons Park in Cockroach Bay, where you can go fishing and doing all that kind of stuff. You're also very close to the Alafia River State Park. It's a nature preserve and a state park right on the Alafia River. You can go tubing down the river. You can go kayaking or canoeing down the river. You can go fishing. It's brackish water through pretty much most of it until you get out towards the bay. Then it turns into salt water, and then it's fresh water as you go a little bit further up. So there's a lot of options for you there. There's a number of parks and stuff like that as well. If you guys are really into stuff like pickleball and tennis and all of that, you're going to have to go someplace else. There isn't a whole lot for you there. I think the closest golf course is going to be about 15 minutes away or so. Not too bad, but there's just not a whole lot of those types of outdoor activities right in Riverview. So be thinking about that. But if you're into outdoor sports that have to do with fishing or boating, you're in luck because Riverview has a lot to offer you. So that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.